Good morning. Just taking a little bit of a break from decorating. We've almost got the house completely decorated, just like the front porch and the rest of my mantle. And then we should be good. So we're taking a break today, and we're going with the group from church, the Trailblazers. We're gonna go to Winston-Salem, or to Clemens rather, and we're gonna go see Mrs. Haynes' Moravian Cookie Bakery, and then we may go see this chocolate factory in Winston, and we'll have lunch, and then we'll probably head on home, and then I can finish my decorating then. But so today is a day, right?
I can't help it, it's the roads.
Good gracious. Sorry I'm moving so much, but we'll see you in a little bit. We're taking you along with us. This is the Moravian Star. Do what? Mm-hmm. Here they are rolling out the cookie dough. They get it so very thin.
And you get samples all day long.
Free samples everywhere.
Free samples.
Look how that little bit of dough got that big. I need a workspace like that, right?
That's good.
Okay. Now? I wanted to see her cut some.
This is the last handmade and rolled Moravian cookie place.
All the others are machine done. Mrs. Haynes still does them by hand. These pictures? Good gracious, look at all those eggs.
3,600 eggs a day.
There's a glare.
And the mixer mixes 700 pounds of cookie dough at a time. And then they scoop it out in individual buckets.
There's where they roll it so thin. Artists in aprons.
Look at what she's doing.
Video.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
There's more tasting samples. The viewing window where you watch them work. Here we are at the chocolate factory. This is where they roast the cocoa beans. We're here at the chocolate factory.
Look what this 700. What? I believe we got a bond.
Good morning, everyone. Got my Russian tea here. And we got back from our trip with the Trailblazers at church yesterday, and we had a really good time. We had gone to Mrs. Haynes' Moravian Cookie Company, and that morning I found out, well, actually the night before I found out they don't actually give tours in November and December, so I was kind of bummed. And so I looked up a chocolate factory in Winston. We went there, and that was kind of a bust. That was not very interesting. I'm not saying anything bad about that place. They just weren't doing anything, and there wasn't a lot to see. And I made a few videos from it, and you'll see that. Probably you've already seen those videos, sorry. But I was going to share some neat facts that we found out from Mrs. Haynes. We found out at Mrs. Haynes that 10 million cookies go out of there. That 80% of their business is like mailed out, mail order or online orders, versus being walked out, paid for and walked out. While we were there, 3 generations of the Haynes family worked. There's a lot of Moravian cookies mass produced, but Mrs. Haynes is the only one left that does it by hand. And you saw in the video the lady rolling out the cookie dough, and we got to watch them do that, behind the window. And everybody there is so friendly. They'll come out and smile and bring you a warm cookie. It was great. And but one of the neatest things that I got not really excited about, I just thought it was neat. So this is a sugar cookie. This happened to be what they were making yesterday, and this is the size of their sugar cookie, or their normal cookies. It comes in different shapes. They do stars, they do hearts, they do all kinds of shapes, but this is the size. And on each pan of cookies, when they get that pan filled up, they cut out one miniature cookie. We'll do a circle. That's much dramatically smaller than the rest of the cookies. And the neat thing about this is their quality control. Each lady or person who's baking and who's cutting out the cookies has their own specific shape of miniature cookie cutter. I have a few of them here. Here is just a round circle. Here is like a scalloped circle. Now this would be a different lady than this lady. Only one lady has the completely round circle, and only one baker, I'm going to say baker because there's probably men too, has the scalloped. And I'm going to show you all the ones I have found so far. I bought a bag of the quality control minis. Here's a heart. So this is a completely separate person from these two. Okay, here is a boot. Or stocking. I'm not sure what that is. A Christmas tree. Here's a little teddy bear. I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm going to call it a chicken foot. Just because I'm a chicken farmer. And I can call it a chicken foot. Here is a little doggy bone. Now remember that each shape is a different person. Here is a star. I don't know if this is supposed to be holly leaves or a maple leaf, or I'm really not sure what that is. And maybe an elephant. I think this is an elephant. So how this works is, so you've got all your cookies that are the exact same shape and size, all on this pan of cookies. Then they cut out their one little small one and add it to that pan. The pan then goes to somebody else. It goes in the oven. Well, when they bring it out, if there's something odd about that batch that doesn't look right, They look at the mini shape and say, oh, well, this was Leslie's pan. Let's go see what happened. And so they may have to throw out that whole lump of dough because, or if something was wrong, or if they were too thick, or if they were too thin, or whatever the case may be. I don't think you can get these too thin. I make these at home, and I struggle getting them too thin. I told Bryant yesterday he needed to build me that setup, but where would I put it? I don't have room now. I've got the tiniest kitchen. But the ginger, they call them ginger crisp. Some of your Moravian cookies call them the spice. These are my favorite. The sugar cookie's good too. The lemon and sugar cookie is really good. I got my Russian tea. That's really good. It just takes me back to me being there yesterday. They also make lemon. Oh, I should have got lemon. I don't know why I didn't. But they've got lemon, black walnut, butterscotch, and chocolate. I didn't care for the chocolate, and I'm a chocolate person. I didn't care for the chocolate. Butterscotch, I'm not a butterscotch person, so of course I didn't like it. But for somebody that likes butterscotch, it's probably pretty good. And the black walnut's pretty good. But the spice is by far my favorite. By far. And I had a Moravian lady take me into her home and teach me how to make these. And she has since passed away. But, and when I was making them with her, I got them thin enough. But I've tried to recreate it. Oh, and her recipe's a little vague that she wrote down for me, and I can't remember how we did it. So, but these are so good. I just can't get them thin enough. So good. Anyway, I just thought that was a neat little, that's how they tell who made what batch of cookies. And they can go back and see what happened. Yesterday they happened to be making sugar cookies while we were there. And it was just fun. And then we went out, like I said, we went to that chocolate factory, and I was not impressed. I was not impressed. But that's okay. Like I said, it may not have been them. It was just that nothing was happening, and I don't like dark chocolate, and it seemed that's what they had the most of. I didn't see any milk chocolate. And so anyway, it was still a good day. And then we went out to eat at to the carriage house. Yum. It was good. I got Greek spaghetti, which is basically just noodles covered in garlic butter with a little bit of Italian seasoning and feta cheese. And then I had garlic toast. Well, Bryant, I had a few bites left, so he ate some of mine. And when we left, he says, "You are never getting that again. That is a heart attack on a plate. That is a heart attack," because it was nothing but butter. But it was sure was good butter. But anyway, that was our day and our Trailblazer trip. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. And I'll be putting some more videos on soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. If you have not subscribed, please do so.